Hello, everyone. So today I am doing a creative project. I am like the happiest when I'm creating and doing something artistic. I just like, it is just the absolute best. Like, I'm so fulfilled when I'm doing something like artistic. So I have this project that I was doing today, and it involved spray paint that's like for like any type of surface, like metal and everything else. And I had to spray it on metal for this. And I've only ever done like heavier, like not even construction, but like those projects that are like, furniture, and you work in a shed and there's like chemicals, and like only ever like been around that like three times in my entire life. Like, was not exposed to like, making a chair or like being in the garage, like was not exposed to like household projects, even though I think that in some sense that would actually have been another creative thing that would be very fun to try. Um, I was not exposed to that. So working with this spray paint was a new experience for me. And like, I know there are people who would be like, we do that all the time. We work with like all those, you know, different mechanisms. It's normal. But like for me, it's new. And I'm not familiar with the process and the rules and the safety and all of that stuff. So I'm like researching it. And I have this like really dark plum purple paint. I'm spraying metal, and I don't have one of those masks that like can keep you from the toxic scent and obviously the chemicals. So I'm doing it outside. And even outside, like it's such a strong it's such a strong chemical scent, and you're like, "Oh my goodness." And I'm doing it outside, not even in a garage. And I'm like, "I understand why they use those masks now." And you know, like for me, I know this is like the most obvious thing in the world, but I'm like, it is so cool that when something is, rather, it's a spray paint. It's not healthy for you. You have to be very careful with it. That it has such a strong scent, so like, okay, step away, don't breathe this. Like, be very careful. And it's so cool that something that you shouldn't breathe in has such a strong scent, so that you are alerted to, oh, it's in this area, all that. And I just think that's cool. I know that people are like, that's the most obvious thing in the world. Why are you bringing that up? But like, I don't know, doing this and like doing the creative thing and learning, like, do it in a ventilated area and all that stuff. Like, it's such a very meticulous thing. And I have to learn it. And like, other people, I know, they do it all the time. It's nothing new. It's just like, this is how you use it. But like, for me, it was like, well, it dries in an hour and maybe you have to wait a little longer and all that stuff. Oh my goodness. It's just a new experience for me. Um, but it's fun. And yeah, so I just had that spray paint, and it was an experience today, and it was a fun one to see how it'll work. I don't know if it will be as effective as I would like, because I saw some videos of people also trying to paint metal, and they would see that like it wouldn't, like, it would fade over time. They would have to either redo it or maybe put like another sealer on top of like a spray. And it's all a learning experience. Like, you kind of don't do it right the right way the first time, and you learn, and you're like, okay, this was a little bit messy, but next time I'll know better. And that's really, really crazy. um the more you do it, the better you get at it. And you're just like, it's one step towards like experiencing new ways to be creative and design things and all of that stuff. But I can see why graffiti might actually be quite fun to spray paint things randomly now, because it's like a fun thing, even though you have to be careful, obviously.